And a report on construction updates. Alicia.
So good afternoon, Mr. Chair, members of the board. My team of engineers, along with our contractors and on-call firms, carried out a variety of projects this year, and we're excited to show them to you today. I have Matthew Chavez, Angel Madera, and Angelina Jimenez. I'm here to talk to you about what kept them busy between November and March of this year. Next slide, Josh. As you can see in this video here, March 1 marked the end to our short but busy construction season. That's the Socorro Main Canal charging up, and Julian's crew pulling tumbleweeds out of there. It was a cool video to capture. But today we're gonna go over and cover the 5 major capital projects that we completed in that time frame. I'll then go and summarize the total construction costs and then give you an idea of what we have planned for the future. And Angie's gonna cover our first one, which is the pedestrian bridge project in Peralta.
Thank you, Alicia. Good afternoon, Chairman and members of the board. My name is Angelina Jimenez. I'm one of the engineers in our engineering department. Today I will begin presenting the first project on our list. This project was located in Belen, New Mexico, along the Peralta Lower Riverside Drain, near River Road and New Mexico Highway 47. With capital outlay funding, the MRGCD provided procurement and project management assistance with creating an access point for the Whitfield Wildlife Conservation Area to the river. The project was procured through our on-call contract and awarded to Lopez Precision LLC on October 18th of 2023. The construction included excavation for setting and forming the concrete abutments, grading, and the prefabrication and installation of the pedestrian bridge that spans a length of about 60 feet over the drain. Next slide, please. As seen from the video, on the right side of the screen is the Whitfield Wildlife Conservation Area and the Bosque area to the left. There are trails that exist inside the conservation area that lead to this new access point. This can provide access for educational opportunities, including outdoor engagement and hands-on learning. The final completion of this project occurred on December 15th, 2023. Next slide, please. Our second project presented is the culvert crossing repair under the New Mexico Highway 147. This project was located in the Isleta Pueblo. The culvert is under Highway 147 within the Isleta Riverside Drain connection on the west side of the Isleta Diversion Dam. This project relied on continuous coordination with the Pueblo of Isleta, our MRGCD staff, and our contractor AUI. The construction was necessary to convey drain and irrigation return water after years of attempted repair to the pipe. MRGCD was able to contract AUI on October 9th of 2023 to perform the realignment of the Riverside Drain, which involved dewatering, open trenching up and downstream for a jack and bore operation. The operation also included the installation of a manhole and the alignment for conducting regular maintenance within the culvert. The photo on this slide shows the improvements done on the upstream inlet of the culvert structure of concrete slope paving and a buried cutoff wall. Next slide, please. The culvert is a 42-inch ultra-flow metal pipe encased in a 51-inch steel pipe, extending about 520 linear feet. The inlet and outlet of the structure is mitered to the concrete channel lining constructed on both ends, with the inlet and outlet of the structure, with rip-like lining on the downstream end for erosion control. On the right side of the screen, the photo shows the downstream alignment of the culvert that increases our ability to maneuver equipment on the bank for facility maintenance. The same can also be said for the upstream section of the culvert. The final completion of this project concluded on March 26 of 2024. With current operation of the drain in full effect. I will now pass this along to Angel for the next project.
Good afternoon, Chairman, members of the board. I am Angel Madera, and I'm part of the engineering department. Today, I will be talking to you about Phase 1 of the Socorro Main Canal Channel Lining Project. This project was funded using Water Trust Board money. The Water Trust Board provided us with $8.2 million worth of funding to conduct this project. The purpose of this project is to improve the efficiency by decreasing seepage losses. This project is located in Santa Casia, New Mexico. It begins in the heading of the Socorro Main Canal North near Santa Casia Diversion Dam. The Socorro Main Canal is fed by diverted water from the Santa Casia Diversion Dam and is supplemented with flows received from the Unit 7 drain. This section of the Socorro Main Canal also parallels the low-flow conveyance channel. Next slide, please. Procurement for this project was done by Wilson & Company, and the project was awarded to CF Padilla. CF Padilla was given notice to proceed on November 1st, 2023, and the project closeout for this the in-channel work took place on February 22nd, 2024, and the closeout for the entire project took place on March 26, 2024. CF Padilla completed 1.1 miles of shotcrete channel lining for this phase. They also installed new concrete turnouts, updated existing catwalks, and reconstructed existing concrete check structure. Additionally, they slip lined a new 66-inch CMP pipe under the railroad that connects Unit 7 to the Socorro Main Canal. The final cost of construction of Phase 1 was $7.5 million. The additional funding not used for this phase will be incorporated into Phase 2, which will begin in November of 2024. These images that I have displayed show the before and after of Phase 1 project. The left side shows the complete channel line Socorro Main, and the right shows the original earthen Socorro Main Canal. Next slide. The second project I will be presenting to you today is downstream of the project I presented prior. This is the replacement of a culvert crossing near Station 458 in the Socorro Main Canal North. In 2023, the Socorro Division removed the culvert crossing that was impeding flows within the Socorro Main Canal. The removed culvert was originally used by our Socorro Division as access to maneuver across the Socorro Main Canal for maintenance and operations. Next slide.
Were these photos taken with a drone?
Yes.
Did you see how pretty those fields were?
I was looking at the concrete.
This new culvert crossing will allow the Socorro Division to properly conduct maintenance and operations in the section along the main canal. This new culvert crossing is a 96-inch in diameter corrugated metal pipe that is 67 feet long and it has a road width of 47 feet. The culvert was upgraded to improve the tailwater capacity of flows in the channel and to provide greater access for large machinery for regular O&M. This project was procured through MRGCD's on-call and was awarded to Lopez Precision LLC and on January 2nd, 2024. The completion date for this project was February 22nd, 2024. And I will now pass this on to Matthew Chavez.
Where is that at? San Antonio? This?
I believe it's in Lematar.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. Yeah, it's in Lematar, yes.
Thank you, Anel. Hello, Madam Chair and members of the board. My name is Matthew Chavez. I am the drafter and field technician for the engineering department, and I'll be presenting the Story Wasteway Outfall Control Structure project. It's situated on the east side of the river, south of Highway 346 and Highway 304. Story Wasteway serves a critical point on the San Juan Main Canal for water distribution and redirection towards the river and the riverside drain. The Wasteway also supports an ecological well-being for the Bosque area and its wildlife species. This project received funding from the National Fish and Wildlife Foundation along with MRGCD's contribution funds totaling approximately $657,000. This project was procured by our on-call consultant, Wilson & Company, and awarded to Compass Engineering on December 6, 2023, or 2023, sorry. and the project was completed of March 27th of this year. And next slide. From the photo shown on the screen, the Story Wasteway is positioned vertically between the San Juan Main Canal, north, or up on the screen, and the Riverside Drain, south. The improvements constructed included the installation of riprap on the Riverside Drain and riprap on the downstream end of the Story Wasteway, with concrete lining on the upstream and downstream end of the existing flume structure in the Story Wasteway, plus the installation of a turnout relief outfall of the Story Wasteway to the Riverside Drain. Additionally, these improvements improved another access point to the Levee Road. Next slide. In the photo shown on the screen, you can see the Story Wasteway and the San Juan Main Canal. The photo on the left highlights the improvements made in the channel, such as concrete lining sections and riprap lining downstream. A turnout was installed for increased flow reliefs in the main canal to the Story Wasteway. Furthermore, you can observe 2 new ligament gates at the intersection. Both photos showcase the historic bridge along the Story Wasteway, as well as the upgraded structures that have been retrofitted to enhance maintenance and operations in the channel. And the accomplishment of this project couldn't have been done without our Belen Division, Hydrology Department, our conservation, and our water ops. Thank you. And Alicia.
Thank you, Matt. Next slide. In total, the MRGCD this year expended $4.16 million to achieve the $11.6 million in infrastructure improvement. We maintained an average of 25% MRGCD match to the funding coming in from the various sources that you heard from the past slides. Next slide. So for the future, and looking forward, we have the Corrales siphon replacement in design right now, as already mentioned today, as well as the planning efforts underway for the Feeder 3 pump station. We're hoping to construct a new wasteway at the Bosque 1 lateral, and we'll be designing the replacement of the first undersized siphon on the low-flow conveyance channel this year. We also have the Phase 2 of Socorro Main Canal channel lining project currently funded for construction this coming November. So our efforts to assess all infrastructure within the MRGCD facilities is coming to a close. Completing data collection on our infrastructure assessment project, which we started in 2021, is the first step towards an all-encompassing MRGCD asset management plan. The next step is evaluating the risk each structure poses to our system. This will allow us to see farther into the future for budget forecasting, life cycle planning, and agency coordination efforts. So that's coming soon. Next slide.
If we could, the Feeder 3, were those the pumps?
Those are the Feeder 3 pumps in Belen, yes.
It's down by where it stair steps across the highway. Those are centrifugal pumps, aren't they?
That's still in
It
process
looks
of
like a
being.
centrifugal pump right there.
Oh,
That blue?
those pumps right there, sorry, Director Duggins. That's the Corrales siphon temporary pumps that you're seeing.
But I thought they were submersible.
Not these ones, no, these are.
No.
So one more thing, I just wanted to make sure to thank everyone involved this year. Our contractors, we had AUI, Lopez Precision, CF Padilla, and Compass Engineering, as well as our on-calls, Wilson and Company and Bohannon Houston show immense flexibility and help. I want to thank Richard DeLoya for his help procuring all these services, and Judy McSweeney for navigating the grant world so that we can actually do this work. Lastly, our division managers and our water distribution and operations team for their assistance and their guidance in all of this. And with that, I will stand for questions.